friend. Welcome back to Say Yes to Chocolate podcast. I'm Dr. Becky, and with me is Sara B.
Hi, guys. Today we're going to talk about something that might surprise you a little bit, or a lot, actually.
And that is your independence. And probably one of the most pervasive, most common misconception is that the biggest threat to losing your independence is aging. But we're here to say it's not aging, it's not your birthday, and it's not even time passing.
The biggest threat is actually something that is much more specific.
Yes.
And preventable.
Because the real issue is muscle and bone loss. And that's what actually leads to feeling weaker, losing your confidence, moving less, fear of falling and fracturing, which I think is the number one fear as we get older.
Number one, for sure.
And then eventually that leads to losing your independence and becoming dependent on those people around you.
Yeah. And for me, this actually was something 7 years ago that completely blew my mind.
Right.
The first time I heard that, I was just like, oh, this isn't actually aging. This is actually your body just getting weaker.
Yes. And the coolest part about that is that this process is not just inevitable or automatic. It's influenced by how we support our bodies. And that means, you guys, you get to control that.
And that's such a different way to thinking about it.
It is, because most women think, well, this is just what happens when you get older. It's just inevitable. But I'm here to tell you that everyone has to get older, but getting old is a choice.
Yes, that's so good, because it isn't just about aging, right? No. It is what your body is or isn't being asked to do consistently.
Yes, and let's just repeat that, Sara, because what we want you to hear is that this is not just aging. It's not just getting older. The loss of independence or the lack thereof is actually completely based on what your body is or is not being asked to do consistently. And that, my friends, is 100% within your control.
Yeah. So let's break this down simply.
Yes.
After about the age of 30, we all naturally start losing bone and muscle.
Yes. We talk about this all the time.
Yep. It's
in our
roughly,
wellness center.
For women, 1 to 3%
yes.
premenopausal per year. That's what we can kind of expect.
Yep. And I think this was also a huge aha for you.
Yeah.
That 7 years ago.
Yes.
Was that we reach peak bone and muscle mass, basically.
At the age of 30.
Yeah.
And like, I specifically remember turning 30 and be like, why do I hurt all of a sudden?
Yes.
Well, it had nothing to do with, well, it did have something to do with my lifestyle, but also a lot of it had to do with that bone and muscle loss that was already starting to occur in my body.
Yes.
That I don't think as a culture in our medical field doesn't talk about this.
No.
They don't talk about that aging process starting really at a young age.
Yes. And it does. It legitimately starts about the age of 30. And then from about the age of 30 until perimenopause, which is for some people as young as 35, but it's usually somewhere in that decade of 35 to 45, bone and muscle is ideally maintained. But again, it's 100% what you're asking your body to do consistently. And at about that age of 45 to 50, then we start having decline. And then once we hit menopause and then beyond menopause, we can start to rapidly lose bone and muscle loss. And that is the number one factor in whether you stay independent or become more and more dependent.
Yeah. And men see this too.
Yep. This is not universal for women.
No, it just starts at a little later age.
Yes, it starts at a little later age, and it's a little bit less of a rapid decline.
Yeah.
But it's just human physiology.
Yeah.
So what that loss, though, speeds up. I love it when you said, I hit my 30s, and all of a sudden I'm like, I have more aches and pains. I don't feel as strong as I used to. And that's exactly what happens. I mean, it speeds up. And then we start to move less, which just leads to even more decline. We don't get enough protein because our metabolism starts to suffer. Muscle and bone are actually metabolic organs required for energy production. And so the less we have, the less our body needs, right? Yeah. So we start to have less and less of an appetite. We start to get less and less protein. We are under recovered because we try as a society to just push through. Recovery, I think, for the majority of people is viewed as lazy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a huge push for that, right? Mm-hmm. And then we stop giving our body a reason to stay strong. All of this stuff leads to our body saying, okay, we're just going to downregulate because we're not being asked, we're not being pushed. We don't need to have this muscle and bone mass.
And your body's just very adaptive, correct? Yes. So if you use it, it's going to maintain.
And build.
And if you don't, it's going to conserve.
Right. And lose. Yes.
So
that's not just aging.
No, it's not just aging. Your body's not betraying you. It's not like it hates you. It's just doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yes. So it literally is your body responding to the signals it's getting, the signals you're sending it. But here's the good news. Muscle and bone are very responsive at any age. It doesn't matter. We've all heard the stories about the 85-year-old woman that decided she was going to become a marathon runner, or the 75-year-old man that decided he was going to become a triathlete. Your body has an ability to adapt and get stronger at every age.
Which is so amazing.
It is.
So cool.
The body's a miracle. It's beyond fascinating.
So let's just reiterate that and just talk about that again, because I think in our culture, it just is so much is like, nope, that's just aging. It's just decline. But really, it's just your muscles and your bones are responding at the signals they've been giving or not begin getting. Yeah.
So I think, again, to just reiterate that point, I think it is pervasive in our society because we hear from almost everywhere, sometimes our own medical doctor's office, sometimes our own health provider's office, right? Is that it's just aging. There's nothing you can do. It's just decline. This is just how it is right now. Here are maybe some strategies to maybe slow it down, but you just need to understand that this is the new season in life, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the new season in life. The only way that it is if you accept that as truth, but it's not the truth.
Right. Because your muscle and bone are going to respond at any age.
Yes. And they're going to respond to what you ask of it.
Yes. You're not too old. You can always start somewhere.
Yes. Always. There's always possibility and opportunity.
Yes. And we're not talking about all of a sudden becoming a bodybuilder. We're just talking about starting.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about, I'm not going to become a bodybuilder.
No.
I'm going to go live in the gym. Although I might run a marathon when I'm 75. Probably not, but
You never know.
The hope will never die.
But you just said it.
Yes.
And it's all out there. So
that's right.
Just as a heads up, it's probably going to happen.
Yes. My grandma was 96 when she passed away, and she'd never considered herself old at that age. So it is much more of a mental game than it is a physical game.
So cute. I just literally had someone explain to me, she just turned 82, and she's like, I always thought 82 was the death age. And I said, well, your siblings both are past 82.
Right.
And she's like, that's true. And she's like, but also, she's like, old is actually always 10 years older than what you are.
Oh, I love that. That's what I mean.
Like,
everyone's got to get older, right? We're all getting older, but getting old is a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so when she said that too, I was like, that's just so cute. I
love that.
Yep. It isn't. So now 92. 92 is old for her.
Yes.
And when she hits 92, it'll be 102. And that's what's so beautiful.
I love it. I love it because that also allows you to live life fully.
100%.
So there's always hope. There's always the next level. So I love that. But Sarah, that's why strength truly isn't about fitness or living in the gym, because like I just said, it's actually about choices. And it literally is about being able to do the day-to-day activities like carrying our groceries, going to our grandkids' basketball game, the bleachers, going over to a friend's house, staying involved in Bible studies.
Getting up and down.
Yes, getting up and down off the floor.
And actually even having just the strength to go get the groceries, like going through the grocery store.
Absolutely. Going for a walk and being able to traverse uneven sidewalks or going to the park with our family and not worrying about stumbling in the potholes.
So just like always, we want to have you take one small action step that you can implement today.
Right. This isn't just knowledge. We're actually going to be taking...
We want you to take action, right? Like that's the whole point of our podcast.
Yes.
Is that small, simple, sustainable thing you can do. So today's takeaway is that strength is not a workout.
It's a life skill.
It's a life skill.
I love that reframe.
Me too.
Strength
so
is
good.
It's about what you consistently, day in and day out, ask of your body.
Yes.
So,
and honestly, I need this reminder.
Yes.
To be 100% honest. Like, this is so good. So
I think we all need this reminder, and especially in today's day and age when so much is coming at us and we got to start that workout program, we got to join that gym, and we got to do this program. It is a life skill. And one simple way to support that today is just to choose one strength supporting action.
And that could be carrying something moderately heavy.
Yes. Picking up a laundry basket at home.
Yeah. A gallon of milk.
Yes. Doing a few slow sit-to-stands. Try to get up out of your recliner without using the arms.
Yes.
At your kitchen table, just stand up, sit down, 2 or 3 times before you eat lunch.
Yeah.
Could be something simple as that.
Oh, another great one too is even just parking maybe a spot farther away than you normally would.
Right.
You don't have to go all the way to the back, but just push yourself one spot farther.
Stand up on your tiptoes and doing heel raises, toe lifts when you're brushing your teeth or at your bathroom sink.
And sometimes it really is too as simple as, can you walk 2 more steps than you normally would?
Yeah, correct.
And you know what I mean? Like, we're talking really baby steps here that you can maintain and you can increase over time.
Yes. And then that empowers you, because once you do small things add up, and it empowers you to have the bandwidth and the capacity to maybe take on bigger goals. But don't start with the big goal.
No, you have to start with those baby steps, because that's actually just telling your body that it's still capable.
Yes.
And you can still do.
And it's just reminding your body that I still need you to be capable.
Yes.
I want to be independent. I need you to be capable and to serve me.
And if this is shifting how you're thinking about strength, that is exactly what we go deeper into our Age Strong Energy experience. We show you how to support your body in ways that actually protect your independence.
Because independence is where it's at.
It is.
Especially as we get older.
And there's no extremes. There's no overwhelm.
No.
And there's not a feeling that you have to overhaul your life.
Right. It's just simple strategies. And when you have the knowledge and then you're able to take action, that's where the real change starts to happen.
And that's where the power is that you have for your life.
Yeah. So if you're interested in learning more, there's a link in the notes below that will take you to our Age Strong Energy experience, and you can check it out and see if it's something that you'd like to explore more.
So I think from today's takeaway, I just to like summarize it all, I just really love the fact that we're looking at strength as protection.
Yes, I love that.
We're just looking at it's not punishment, it's not pressure, it's protection.
Right.
For your body and for how you age.
Yes, to be able to stay capable.
Yeah.
I love that. So just remember, aging isn't what takes away your independence. It is so pervasive in our society that we just can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And not only can you do something about it, it's really pretty easy once you know the strategies at work.
Yep. So we'll see you next time in our next episode. And always remember to say yes to chocolate. Thanks for hanging out with us on Say Yes to Chocolate.
If today's episode gave you a win, something to think about, or even just a smile, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, rate, and share it with a friend.
Want more? Join our email newsletter so you don't miss a beat, and come find us on all the social channels at Say Yes to Chocolate Podcast for all the quick hints and tips.
And don't forget, you can always send us your questions or episode ideas. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep it simple, stay curious, and always say yes to chocolate.